dry dock built for a ship that hadn't even been built yet. The footman here's in service, he keeps it himself, James. Sorry, so how it's in it.
That's what we called her. We knew she'd be the largest passenger ship in the world, but we didn't call her Titanic then.
I was there from the beginning. I watched the shipwrights lay the keel block work, but dangerous. Every ship cost a life, and there'd be lots of injuries besides.
I was in the engine works for a while. Very well equipped it was. That's where we built the triple expansion engines. 2 of them, each as high as a 3-story house.
I worked in the frame bending shop. You'd heat steel beams in the furnace, then hook them onto slabs of cast iron and hammer them curved. It was skilled work. You had to bend them more than you needed because the frame straightened out a little when it cooled.
The shell plates that made up the hull weighed up to there, and he put it in the hole in the plate for the hold her up. There were 2 of us on the other side of the plate to hold her up. We had to hammer the rivet so it filled the hole before it turned dull red. The double bottom. That's a wee space we called the tanks, made up of steel plates. The rest of the rivet squad all had to fit into that gap. One of the 4 men would check each rivet with a special hammer. If it made a ringing sound, we'd have to go back and chase it out afterward. I'd get scared working down in that double bottom. You only had candles for light. And the constant hammering against the shell plates. Team Bob, but we all worked the same 54 hours.
The upper deck was steel too, and part of the strength of the ship.
The stern frame had to be strong enough to take the rudder turning in heavy seas. You'd have all these timbers and
Titanic's launch in May 1911 was watched by an estimated. Titanic was ready for her maiden voyage. For Belfast, the triumphant culmination of many years planning and labour. At 8 p.m. that evening, he departed Belfast for Southampton. She was preceded by a considerable wait of expectation. At Southampton, the White Star Line had already constructed the massive deep-water ocean dog, covering almost 16 acres and dredged to a depth of 40 feet. England's premier passenger port was flourishing, with new shops, restaurants and businesses opening to service the growing passenger trade, and job opportunities on board ship and sign up. On April 5th, Titanic was dressed in her signal flags and pennants as a Good Friday tribute to the people of Southampton who had welcomed her.
And we didn't move the boat. And when we laid up on the starboard side, you could see by the arrangements of the lights. All the lights were burning, and you could see.
She was absolutely perpendicular. Then, quite quietly, but quicker and quicker, she seemed just to slide away under the surface and disappear. As she vanished, everyone round me on the upturned boat, as though they could hardly believe, just said, "She's gone."
And so, presently about 1:30, silence. The morning of the day of the tragedy, we picked the signals up. She was about 750 miles east of Cape Race at that time, and a chap named Gordon, my third operator, rushed in and said,
All the time. Is it the case that you could only see 3 people?
That's a strange box lying there.
A heater from first class. It's fallen out of place. You'd only get third class in this part of the ship. Hang on, I'll go in close.
So ornate.
Here's a cargo crane. Hard to get the scale. The base would be about 10 feet high. You can see the boom where it will be stored flat on the deck.
Check this out for a second.
Something's fallen across that one.
That's the foremast.
Another hatch.
So I've turned now to track down the foremast.
Is that what I think it is? Hang on, let me steady the ROV and I'll move in. Captain Edward Smith's private bathtub, with plumbing for fresh water and seawater, believe it or not. What are those?
Memorial flags. That's a water tank. Still sitting there.
Incredible. It looks almost untouched.
A double action Welland quadrant lifeboat, David. Designed to swing the boat well over the side of the ship.
So you were okay if you could get into a lifeboat? What is that?
That's one of the ship's boilers.
So I'll get down a little bit further, and then we'll square up all the superstructure, and then come up to it. It's strength on the, yeah, that's